helps reduce inflammation in the body. Some studies have found that L-tannins may help protect the brain against Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease by reducing oxidative damage and increasing the survival of brain cells. And I'm sure there are many, many other health benefits. As I said, that is just one little excerpt that I got off of Google. So yeah. So without any further ado, let's get this open. Got my spoon here, and that's what it looks like. Now there's little seeds inside. You know, some people just like suck on the juice and then spit the seeds out. I am going to try to eat the seeds because I'm not spitting out food during a video. I don't think you guys want to see that, so I'm going to eat it. They are not bad for you. You can totally eat them, so that's what I'm going to do. And that's what they look like close up. So let's get a taste. It's delicious. I'm not crazy about the seeds, but it is good. I'm gonna get another bite and then I'll take the books out. Very refreshing. Okay. I'm gonna put this down and I'll just alternate because I only have two hands. So I'll take a book and then a bite and I'll just kind of switch off. Okay. So the first book I want to show you is this one right here. Okay, so the first book I want to show you is right here. Tiny, Beautiful Things by Cheryl Strayed. Does the name Cheryl Strayed sound familiar to you? It might, because she also is the woman that wrote the book Wild, and it was turned into a movie starring Reese Witherspoon, and it was actually a true story, and it was a really good movie. So yeah, and it says here, best-selling author of Wild. It also says that this is soon to be a Hulu series. So that would be really cool if it was turned into a series. I actually don't have Hulu, so it could even be a series right now, and I don't know about it. I wouldn't know about it because I don't have it. If you guys have seen a TV series on Hulu, Tiny Beautiful Things, please let me know, because if that series were to come out, I definitely would sign up for Hulu just to watch it, because I loved this book. Now, it's not like a normal book where it's a beginning and end. It's letters. So each chapter is another letter. It's kind of like an advice column. So they ask her for advice and then she gives the answers. So let me just read the back to explain a little bit more. insight, compassion, and absolute honesty. This book is a balm for everything life throws our way. So, like, what I love about her advice is, first of all, she does, like, there's no filter, you know, she puts it out there, she says what, like, other people might want to say, but might fear saying. She's just very bold, very, very rational, very smart, and just, like, this amazing ability to, like, call out BS, you know. I don't know, like, sometimes, like, when you, like, life is so hard, and when you read about, like, other people's problems and what they're going through, and then you have somebody that is, like, of sound mind, someone that is just very rational and intelligent, put out a very strong and, you know, helpful, insightful opinion. There's just something very comforting about that, even though it's not your problems. She's not solving your problems, she's solving other people's problems that have written in, but it's just, it's inspiring, it's comforting. It also makes you feel like, you know, I'm not the only one, you know, that suffers or deals with stuff. Like, there's just so many people, that are out there that, you know, have their stuff, you know, that they deal with their problems. And she's like the aunt, you know, that gives just the best advice. This woman is just smart. She's smart, which is why I'm gonna put the book down for a moment and have some more of this, because I want to be smart like that, and I know this is gonna help my brain. So let's get some of this down the hatch. I love when I first get it in my mouth and all the juice just, like, gets everywhere. It's so good. So delicious. Okay. I'm gonna put this down. So, this is like what the font looks like. You know, for me, I know, and I don't think I'm alone in this, like, when the font is really, really, really small. And I said this in my last book review video, that, like, when the font is really small, it strains my eyes. So, like, I like when the font is, like, you know, just, like, normal, like this. Like, to me, that's really comfortable on the eyes, easy to read. Yeah, and, like, you could see it's just all, and you could see it's just, like, all different things. So it says, you know, the title, and then it says Dear Sugar, and then it's got, like, this detailed letter explaining this person's situation to Sugar, and then, you know, she just gives the best responses. It's so good. It's just, like, such a nice escape. And sometimes, like, your brain just doesn't want to get into, like, a book and be committed to, like, you know, 300, 400, 500 and so on pages of reading. Sometimes you want to pick something up, and in 3 pages you have your question and answer. So it's, like, satisfying. You could put it down and, like, pick it up months later, you know. So it's not something that you have to sit and read through at once to get, like, the message of the book, or to find out what happens at the end. good. Okay. Okay, so the next book is definitely like one of my favorite all-time books ever. It is like it's just written so well, and if you are looking for like spiritual peace, something to change the way you think about life, give you like a real deeper perspective. This book is just such a beautiful book. Just ask anyone that has read this book. I couldn't imagine anyone ever putting out a negative review about this book. There is nothing bad to say. It is absolute perfection. This book is like just comfort and just deeper meaning and spirituality in like a perfect little package. Here it is. It's a little beaten up because I've had it for quite a while. This is not a new book, and I've read it and reread it. To be honest, it is a New York Times bestseller, more than 1 million copies sold. Read this book carefully and you will get more than a glimpse of eternity. And that quote was by Deepak Chopra. And it is called The Untethered Soul, The Journey Beyond Yourself by Michael A. Singer. And you can see a picture of just like a horse frolicking on the beach. Which, a little fun fact, just thinking about horses on a beach, there are beaches in Virginia that actually have like wild horses that frolic the beaches. So if you're from Virginia, if you ever want to visit those areas, find out about the beaches that have the wild horses. I went there once with my family and it was quite surreal. It was just really beautiful, but you don't want to get close to them because they're wild, but just watching them like just kind of frolic across the horizon like this, I wouldn't be surprised if that's where this photo was taken, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back into it. Okay, I'm gonna read the back to you guys. It says, "Who are you really? What would it be like to be free from limitations and soar beyond your boundaries? What can you do each day to find this kind of inner peace and freedom?" The Untethered Soul offers a simple, profoundly intuitive answer to these questions. Whether this is your first exploration of inner space or you've devoted your life to the inward journey, this book will transform your relationship with yourself and the world around you. The Untethered Soul begins by walking you through your relationship with your thoughts and emotions, helping you uncover the source and fluctuations of your inner energy. It then delves into what you can do to free guys, if you're looking to be like really moved and, you know, transformed, you gotta check out this book. Yeah, it's really that good. Okay, I'm gonna just take a few more bites of my pomegranate here. The seeds, I was worried that they would be like hard to like chew and swallow, but while they're very crunchy, they're doable. Okay, I've got one more book here, and I have to be honest, I didn't read it. I didn't read it yet, and I got it like a year ago. And you know, every once in a while you get a book and it just kind of sits, and there's no reason for it. It's just for some reason like you're distracted or you're reading something else that you'd rather be reading. I tend to go for like psychological thrillers. Those are the kind of books that I'm attracted to and that I tend to read like in a day. And those are the books that I do most of my reviews on. But you know, every once in a while I like these more kind of like in-depth spiritual self-help kind of vibe for a change of pace. And again, this one I just haven't gotten into yet for no reason other than I don't know, there's no reason. But I'll show it to you and I'll tell you why I bought it, and then I'll read you the back. So we've got Jay Shetty, Think Like a Monk. How handsome is Jay Shetty? He's good looking. Just saying. Just, you know, just an observation. But it is a #1 New York Times bestseller. Think like a monk and train your mind for peace and purpose every day. So, I mean, the reason why I got the book, I think it's pretty obvious, you know, just looking for some, like, inspiration and meaning, deeper meaning, you know. I'm just gonna turn it around. Actually, I'm gonna read, the inside, because that's where all the good stuff is. The outside is just, like, reviews. The outside is just reviews, but the inside has, like, a little bit about him. And before I read, I just want to say that the reason why I picked Jay Shetty's book is because I've watched so many of his podcasts and, you know, videos, and he, like, I don't know, he inspires me. I don't know if you guys have ever, like, seen his stuff or listened to him just, like, talk. Like, it's like, I don't know, the things that he says is just so good, and so comforting. Anyway, so I'm gonna read this. When you think like a monk, you'll understand how to overcome negativity, how to stop overthinking, why comparison kills love, how to use your fear, why you can't find happiness by looking for it, how to learn from everyone you meet, why you are not your thoughts, how to find your purpose, why kindness is crucial to success, and much more. Jay Shetty, social media superstar and host of the #1 podcast on purpose, distills the timeless wisdom he learned as a monk into practical steps anyone can take every day to live a less anxious, more meaningful life. Shetty grew up in a family where you could become one of 3 things: a doctor, a lawyer, or a failure. His family was convinced that he chosen option 3. Instead of attending his college graduation ceremony, he headed to India to become a monk and to meditate every day for 4 to 8 hours and devote his life to helping others. After 3 years, one of his teachers told him that he would have more impact on the world if he left the monk's path to share his experience and wisdom with others. Heavily in debt and with no recognizable skills on his resume, he moved back home in North London with his parents. Shetty reconnected with old school friends, many of them working for some of the largest corporations, who were experiencing tremendous stress, pressure, and unhappiness. And they invited Shetty to coach them on well-being, purpose, and mindfulness. Since then, Shetty has become one of the most popular thought leaders. In this inspiring, empowering book, Shetty draws on his time as a monk to show us how we can clear the roadblocks to our potential and power, combining ancient wisdom and his rich experience in the ashram. Think Like a Monk reveals how to overcome negative thoughts and habits and access the calm and purpose that lie within all of us. He transforms abstract lessons into advice and exercises we can all apply to reduce stress, improve relationships, and give the gifts we find in ourselves to the world. Shetty proves that everyone can and should think like a monk. Sounds pretty good, right? I don't think there is a single person out there that doesn't suffer from some kind of anxiety at some point, even if it's not like a clinical thing. You know, we all are human, like we get anxious, you know, we have worries, and it's just a crazy world, and the world's just getting crazier and crazier. So like, I just feel like having outlets like this, you know, is so helpful. And I'm just gonna add, this isn't about books, but it is about, you know, for people that are looking for, you know, food for thought or comfort, or, you know, ways to kind of like release anxiety and things like that. I do want to share with you something personal that I've been doing, and it's just amazing. And I have like no personal gain in sharing this with you. I'm just sharing you something that like actually works. Over the summer, I got certified in breath work, in pranayama breath work specifically. And I did it not to become a breathwork coach or teacher. That wasn't my goal. I did it because I actually wanted to like truly understand it and know about it so I could do it for myself. And I've been doing breathwork exercises every single day since I guess July, and it's now November, so that's a while. And I have to tell you, it is amazing. I don't know if you guys want me to do like a, you know, a breathwork video just when I talk about like the benefits and like some basic exercises that you can do at home that might really help you, because not only does it like calm the nervous system, and it's proven, like this isn't like pseudoscience, it's proven. It lowers your blood pressure, it relaxes your sympathetic nervous system, it lowers your heart rate, it reduces inflammation. And you know what's crazy? I suffer from dry eyes, like really bad dry eyes, and I used to be a photographer, and the reason why I stopped, well, one of the reasons why I stopped was because I did a lot of photo editing, and it destroyed my eyes. Like constant staring at the computer like 24 hours a day really ruined my eyes, and that's how I got dry eyes. And every time I do breath work exercises, I do it, I close my eyes, and when I open my eyes are moist and amazing. And it like, I haven't, like, I don't need medication, you know, to produce tears. I've been able to like just naturally help my dry eyes just through breath work. So I think like if it helps that, like juice. So sweet and delicious. This is my breakfast, by the way. Some fruit for breakfast. Always a good thing. Okay, last bite here.